Hey class, it's Mrs. Gilling back here to go over Psychology A Unit 5 video assignment. But before we do, you know what's coming. The joke of the unit. Bum bum bum. What did the math book say to the psychology book? Man, I have a lot of problems. Get it? Math book's got math problems. Psychology books, they fix problems. Okay, you got it. You got it. Let's move on. All right, here's your project. If you are into art, which I'm sure some of you are, then you're really going to like this one. If not, it's something you're going to learn some new things about. So perception and art. Our brain uses perception in an amazing way, and the Gestalt principle of proximity, similarity, closure, continuity, and simplicity help our mind actively organize stimuli into meaning. Do a little role play for this project. You are an art critic who must explain the visual perception of a famous work of art to the general public. It is your job to bring meaning and interpretation to this work. In each project area in lessons 21 through 25, you will write a description of the artist's techniques that could actually be placed beside the original work in a museum. So you're going to pretend to be an art expert, and you're going to, for each step of this project, you're going to take one of these principles and apply it to a painting. You'll use the same painting throughout. You won't have to pick a different one. Use the same painting throughout, and in each part, look at that painting using proximity or similarity or closure. Now, you probably don't know what those things are yet, and that's okay. It'll talk about it in the assignment. I'm not looking for perfection here. I'm not looking for you to have this deep understanding of art. I just want to see that you can take that concept that you learned about and try and apply it. I'm going to totally look at your effort and just see that you get a grasp of what those things mean. Here's a little bit of a bigger breakdown for you, though. So in lesson 21, you're going to write a narrative description of the artwork you chose that's based on the Gestalt principle of proximity. Our brains automatically group together objects based on clusters because this allows us to conceptualize visual information more quickly. So proximity means that when you see an assortment of similar objects, you perceive the ones that are closely grouped as belonging together, as in a set or category. How can you apply this principle to explain the artwork you chose? So you'd have the piece of artwork you chose and you think about proximity. Then, in lesson 22, you'll write a narrative description of the artwork you chose based on Gestalt's principle of similarity. Similarity refers to your capacity to group similar objects together, even if they are among other dissimilar objects. In other words, similarity is a way to distinguish and group together similar features of visual texture, color, shape, etc. For instance, if you saw a bunch of marbles of different colors in a pile, all the red ones would visually form one group, the blue ones another, and so on. Now write about how this concept pertains to the artwork you chose. Lesson 23, you're going to focus on the principle of closure. Closure refers to when we see an object is incomplete or a space is not completely closed, and we are able to perceive the whole object by visually filling in the information. Lesson 24, you'll focus on another principle. This time, it is the principle of continuity. Continuity signifies how we perceive objects in shape as continuous and flowing. Our eyes are compelled to move through an object and then continue to another. Though they might be overlapped or interrupted, we still perceive them as continuous. And then in lesson 25, write a narrative description of the artwork you chose based on Gestalt's principle of simplicity. Simplicity means that your mind wants to work out the easiest solution to what you perceive, boiling down complex visual information to readily identifiable shapes. And that's it. And again, if you're not into art, if this is something you never learned about, and I'm in the same boat, art's not my big thing, but I do think it's something cool to explore, then this may seem overwhelming. But if you just go through it lesson by lesson and you learn about each principle and just do your best to apply it, you're going to be fine. Like I said, I'm not looking for masterpieces here. I'm just looking to see that you can take these principles and try to apply them to the paintings. If you have any questions at all, please reach out to me. Let me know. Other than that, good luck on your assignment, and we'll catch back with you guys next time. Have a good week.